Yo, what's going on guys? It's Xelu. I'm like a weeb, but for everything. So we had the state of play. Sony released a lot of trailers for a lot of new titles, and one of them that immediately caught my eye was Sifu. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, this looks like Absolver. I'm sure it's made by the creators who made Absolver, and sure enough, it is. And it looks like they're getting a lot of help from other studios to make this game better. And that's great, because I was literally about to make an Absolver video. So I don't have to do that anymore. But I'm really excited for the prospect of a new Absolver-like game, and I'm really curious to see where they take this. So I'm gonna give you a clip of my first impressions. Please remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more content just like it, and please don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you know when I upload next. Now I know you shouldn't make goals based off things that you can't control, but I did it anyway. My goal for this year is to reach 10,000 subscribers. I want to build a small community based around gaming and anime and all that cool stuff. So please be a part of that. Help us get to that goal. We're gonna get there before the end of the year. I'm sure of it. All right, enjoy the video. One game that I really messed with a lot was Absolver, and I always wanted to get like a sequel or something to it, but there was still something that I couldn't quite put my finger on that the game was missing. I don't know if it was the ambience, like the game might be a little bit too quiet, or thematically not diverse enough, or what. But something about it felt a little bit shallow. But the fighting and the character customization was so well developed. It was actually pretty advanced. I don't think I've seen anything like it in another fighting game ever since. And I kid you not, I really wanted to, I had a whole thumbnail, everything. I was literally just about to talk about Absolver. And then the state of play happened, and they announced that the developers of Absolver are working on a brand new brawler style game called Sifu. My first initial impressions of this trailer are that it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And the soundtrack they used for the trailer sounds absolutely fire. And from my understanding, the studio is now getting help from bigger companies to help them with the production of this game. So I'm expecting better soundtracks, more diverse artwork, and an even more fluent battle system. It actually looks like they carried over a lot of assets from Absolver into this game. Like there was even this one part with looks like one of the boss fights or something, where the guy's leg was on fire. It looks like one of the heavy attacks or special attacks. Maybe this game takes place in the same universe. I have no idea. I have not done any research on this game. This is literally my first impressions after watching that trailer. And I couldn't be any more hype for something other than like Monster Hunter or like a new Souls game or Elden Ring or something. You know, but Absolver could be up there. I love these types of games. I actually have no idea if there's gonna be like any kind of multiplayer in this, because that would really be the only killer of this game for me. I would definitely still play it. Over like my lifetime, I haven't really enjoyed a lot of single player games. I love fighting games, I love competitive stuff, I love RPGs that I can play with other people. But lately I've been getting more into single player adventure, so long as they're kind of follow the Souls like formula, right? Like you go, it's very combat focused. It's not, I don't really mess with beat 'em up games that don't have some kind of skill involved into it, or at least more than meets the eye. So I'd actually be fine with this game if there was no multiplayer at all. But I really hope that there's another mode where you can customize your character and go online, or I don't know, or whatever way they feel like would make multiplayer work. I'm down, and I will mess with this. Alright, now as far as what's actually going on, if this game has like a story or something, it looks like every time you die you get older. I don't know, or maybe those are just checkpoints in the story. Maybe after you progress forwards, it's just like you automatically die to certain bosses and then you come back older. It's really confusing from that trailer. It looks like they're trying to introduce aging as part of a gameplay mechanic, but I have a feeling it has nothing to do with your actual gameplay. You just dying and getting up and getting old doesn't really make sense, because I can see people dying a lot in this type of game. And I mean, unless they make you age really slowly, like imagine hollowing from Dark Souls, but just like really slow. I don't know. I really have no idea how they would make that work, or if they even really need to include that in this game. But then again, I know nothing about it, so why am I even talking about that? In terms of the artwork, I really enjoy this little bump up that they had, because Absolver, obviously nobody had any faces, right? So there was some voice acting. The game was not an artistic masterpiece, but this time around Sifu looks to be highly stylized. A lot of details in these faces, the expressions that they're making are high quality. There's even photographs of people, and looks like the scenery is a lot more detailed too. It's not just like geometric shapes and rocks and bushes. Like they have like, I don't know if it was like a nightclub or some kind of corporate building, but it looks like they have some more modern settings with higher detail than in the Absolver. I really don't know what else to say about this game, because everything I was gonna talk about in an Absolver video is kind of void now, because I get to experience something new with these developers. So I'm gonna wait for this to come out. I'm assuming it's gonna come out this year. Pretty sure that's when they said it was gonna come out. But then again, I'm not really buying a PS5 for a long while. Not that I'd be able to get one anyway, but I really hope that this is not a PlayStation exclusive thing. I hope that it comes to PC, because that's probably where I'd enjoy it best. Hopefully I can actually get my hands on this game, because I don't plan on buying a PS5. I really don't think that a PS5 is worth it right now. Even with all these game lineups, a lot of them are coming to PC eventually, or at least some of them are rumored to be, but there's not enough content here for me to justify paying for a PS5 right now. There's so many other things coming out on PC and on the Switch that it's just, why buy a PS5? It's still cool to watch, you know. I don't mind missing some exclusives, but maybe 2 or 3 years from now I'll finally get to play, you know, Miles Morales and all these other titles super late. But playing games late, I'm learning, is not really the end of the world. It's actually pretty cool, because you get to wait for all the hype to die down and then experience something for yourself and have an even more unique spin and opinion on it, you know. I'm gonna go into Spider-Man and Sifu and all these other games super blind. But yeah, I don't want to go on a tangent and talk about PS5 and Sony and all this stuff, so I'm going to end this video right here. Remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more content just like it, and talk to me in the comments, what did you think about this game, and what other topics do you want me to talk about? Love you guys. Peace.